Hello my dudes and welcome back to Enchant the World. This episode we're going to be building the residence from the fairy tale style. It looks really cool and our colonists do need somewhere to live that isn't the tavern. Plus also maybe it's somewhere we can park our mage friend if she plans on sticking around.
I could hang around. I still want to see what you've got hidden away in that crypt.
Yeah, sure. Maybe later, yeah? Anyway, let's get about building this residence from the fairy tale style. So, a place to put the residence. Where are we going to put this house? When I settled here back in episode 1, this area felt really huge. More than big enough for anything I had planned. But it's always the case that you run out of buildable area pretty quickly if you're not careful. That said though, there does seem to be enough room over here, behind the town hall and next to the crypt. So, with the build tool at the ready, we put down the template. But of course, before work could commence, we had to give Zalky Bits over here a carrot and a potato because guess what? They got sick. Honestly, a lot of you have mentioned in the comments that you turn off colonists getting sick in the config files, and I'm starting to feel like that is a really good idea. Builders getting sick in the middle of a build really messes with my time lapses. So of course, we're going to be getting this bad boy all the way up to level 5, but every ending needs a beginning. And this level 1 house is basically, just wood like all the other ones. Very simple, very quick to build. In fact, more simple than most styles. Level 2, of course, is still made out of wood, not really a whole lot going on. The size of the building though does increase with level 2, quite a lot actually. And one thing I've noticed with the fairy tale style is the buildings do change a lot from levels 1, 2 and 3. And it's a cool idea, I like it when you can really notice that a building has been upgraded, but it does present some unique problems. For some reason, the builder completely stalled, and I had to take a closer look to work out why he'd stopped working. And it turns out, the builder has built himself into a bit of a prison. The remains of the old house are blocking him from leaving. Ugh! It's a pain because it means I have to go in and recall him back to the builder's hut, but it's not the end of the world. Level 2 on the outside and decidedly bare on the inside. This house is far from a home, there's absolutely no interior, no furniture. So next stop, level 3. Level 3 is where most fairy tale buildings get their final shape. It's always a safe place to leave a building at, and the residence here has some nice additions at level 3. The purple rooftops for one and the contrasting white walls really bring this building together quite well. There's also a little balcony and some fancy windows, but of course, we're not stopping there. We're going to be going to level 4 now. So what I've noticed with the fairy tale style as well is that level 4 is where the gradients start to come in. What I mean by that is, say for example, the walls on level 3 were just a plain flat white. But now at level 4, the builder is adding random different textured white blocks. And these come together to give the building a much more textured feel. It also looks a lot more artistic. But another big problem with the fairy tale style is that sometimes your builders, when they're upgrading buildings, are going to remove some blocks that are holding up iron lanterns. And when they do that, those lanterns fall on the floor, they break, and then they start fires. So if you ever go inside your building to find like a pile of ash on the floor, this is probably what happened. So using the magic of editing now, we'll fast forward in time a little bit to see the building go up to level 4. And again, this exaggerates the look of a lot of gradients and adds a canopy on the balcony. But at level 3, this thing goes decoration crazy with leaves, crystals, and all kinds of lovely things on the interior. And as the building is finished now, let's take a swoop along through the compound and get a closer look. This is a bright and vibrant build. I love the use of rich colors and gradients on all of the fairy tale buildings, and the residence is a shining example of what you can achieve with a small canvas. The crystals accent the roof perfectly, and the leaves around the sides of the building give the whole build a really cool natural feel. There's an awesome bedroom on the side with a big glass window overlooking our crypt, and that looks like it could be the perfect place for us to park our wizard guests. What I also like about the build is the logs around the side of the building. They weave up the side like vines and look really awesome. I love adding nature to a build, I think it elevates it massively, but this goes a level above even that, and instead lets the building become nature. All in all, a very impressive build. And Zalky Bits, rightfully so, chilling outside the front, proud of his achievement. Good job, dude. The interior of all the fairy tale style buildings is a cut above the Minecolonies standard as well. You can really tell that with the fairy tale style, this was a real work of passion. A lot of love went into crafting these interiors, and they look really cozy, really cool. It's an awesome building, and now our colonists can finally vacate the tavern and set themselves up in their brand new home. So my dudes, this is where we bring the episode to an end. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through magical mods. We haven't checked out all the magic mods, but we did touch on some of the coolest ones. Occultism and Ars Nouveau for sure have definitely blossomed into two of my favourite mods of all time. Mystical Agriculture is very cool, but it felt like it made the game a little bit too easy. When all you need is 4 of an item to get an infinite renewable source of that item, the game gets very easy very quickly. I would have liked to check out Botania, but we'll put that on the back burner another time perhaps. Before I start the next series though, Enchant the World made me realise one important thing. The colony is very cool, but it's really, really big. So I'm thinking I want to create a modular, shrunk down, custom Minecolonies style. A very simple, basic, good looking and easy style that you can use in a modded playthrough. So you can get to use buildings from Minecolonies like the builder, the farm, the warehouse, without having to commit to building a massive sprawling colony with huge buildings and having to gather loads of resources to do it. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, a massive thank you for joining me on this adventure. I'm super excited to find out where we're heading next. So until next time, take care.
Master Rigel, this is Dunselphrenius. Are you there?
Initiate. How go your investigations?
I've almost fully explored the compound here. This mage has used magic in some very interesting ways. He's tamed forest spirits that are capable of harvesting items from trapped creatures, and has magical squirrels harnessing some kind of berry to create a renewable source of magical energy. He's also developed magical crops that are capable of growing gold and even diamonds.
Fascinating. And what of the Conclave? Did you find any signs of demonic activity?
He's kept me away from one building here. It looks to be some kind of crypt. Using the cover of night, I will investigate before sunrise.
Good luck, Initiate. Keep me posted.
All right. What secrets are you hiding in here? Oh no, this cannot be.
This is it. The gem is here. Wait a minute. I know this place. I remember. No, this can't be right. It's not possible. The portal sent me here, now. And tonight. Tonight is when it all began. There's still time. I must move quickly.
Master Rigel, it's as we feared. He has been delving into forbidden magic. I found summoning rituals, enslaved demons, and worst of all, anime.
Damn it all. He could have been a great ally. But if he's not working with the Conclave already, it's only a matter of time before these magics corrupt him. Do you have the soul gems I gave you?
Yes. I'll make my move while he's sleeping. I'd better go. Somebody is at the door. Come in, it's open. Who are you? Wait. What exactly are you?
Listen to me carefully. You cannot even begin to imagine what you will set in motion this day. That gem you hold, you must not...
Ugh, I hate these colonists, especially the weird-looking ones. I'd better move quickly. It'll be sunrise soon, and I have to get back to Sky Whisper. Better take care of this guy first. Rest in fiery death. As for you, the Council will decide your fate.
Ah, welcome back, Initiate. I see your mission was successful. That is our mage friend captured inside that gem, is it not?
Indeed. I caught him while he slept.
Do you think he was a Conclave agent?
That is irrelevant, Melissa. He was dabbling in forbidden magic. It had to be done.
Even the strongest wills bend and buckle to the corruption of demonic magic. Even now it eats at his soul. Should he ever be released from that gem, he will no longer be the person he was.
Place the gem over there, Initiate. I task you with protecting it. I fear the Conclave may take an interest, but for now I'd like to study it some more.
An ending for him, perhaps, but also a beginning for his legacy. With his magical crops, we will feed the world. With his apocalyptic spells, we will rule the world. And with a source of renewable magical energy, we will easily enchant the world.